Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly. Siri, what are you drinking today?
Oh, this is actually very exciting. I am drinking an iced pistachio latte from Horror Vibes Coffee in North Hollywood.
Oh, interesting, because I am also drinking a drink from Horror Vibes Coffee. I don't remember what it is, but it's like a mocha something. It's yummy.
Good.
It's one of the special drinks.
Mine is called the Frankenstein, I think.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing. But it's yummy.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, we're back. I'm back from Florida, and
We're here.
we're here. I literally landed back at LAX at like 10:30, actually 11:30. Yeah, Saturday night, and then I was at work at 9:30 the next morning.
Ew.
So I was not even home 8 hours.
Gosh.
I felt so bad because the next morning I was like putting stuff in my bag to leave, and Lila's like on my bed, and she just goes, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Lila was at Camp Siri for most of the week.
Yes, she had a great time.
Yes. I did bring her back. I didn't have work on Friday. We didn't have school that day. So I brought her back. We slept in. We had a leisurely morning, little walk-a-roni. She ate and everything, although I saved her dental chew until we got here,
Oh, smart.
um, which was great. It was great. But yeah, I brought her back over here Friday morning, but it was like late morning. And then I also got back Saturday night. So I left her here alone. Just kidding.
No, roommates were here.
She was taken care of still.
Yes.
I actually did. This is so funny. I actually didn't tell you this or anybody this, so it's fine. Um, when I came on Saturday morning to like bring Lila out and feed her and everything, Winston was like really excited about me being over too. So I was like, you know what? We'll feed you too. And so I put food in his because I was like, you know what? Someone's either gonna notice that there's like clearly
Food,
fresh
yeah.
food in his bowl still, or he's just gonna get fed again and he'll just be a little extra fat and happy right now. But he was amped, and I was like,
We'll reward
who
that.
am I to deny this cat's affections? I was like, yes, I
Yeah,
will indeed feed you, child.
I'm sure he enjoyed that.
He did. And it was just perfect because he was there and I was going to give Lila her dental chew. And I was like, well, this is the routine.
Yes, this is true.
Who am I to mess up a good routine? Right, Lila? So yeah, Winston might have gotten fed a little bit extra on Saturday, but I
That's
decided that
fine.
was probably not the worst thing. Especially I couldn't get his thing to close either. I bet some other cat has probably been
Oh,
helping.
probably.
So I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not gonna like completely overeat anymore.
Oh, he's fine.
Yes. Right, Lila. She's like,
Jasenia told me because Lila had an interesting care schedule. So I left really early Sunday. So obviously I took care of them Sunday morning.
Mhm.
Then Sunday night, my roommates had both of them. And then Monday morning and Monday night, Jasenia had Lila. Um, and so she texted me, I guess Monday, probably morning here. And she was like, "Hey, wanted to let you know that when I like got there, Winston was stuck in the sunroom." And I was like, I feel like he probably tried to follow them out when they took Lila out the night before and they like didn't know that he would do that. So I'm like, well, he learned his lesson, maybe, probably not, but maybe.
Oh no, poor guy.
Because he does. Sometimes he'll try to go into the sunroom because he likes it out there because it's hot.
Yeah. It's too hot though, baby.
At least it was just at night. But she was like, I'm glad I went over. And I was like, I'm glad you went over too.
We gotta check in every now and then, right? Lila. Mm,
Lila's been so amped since I've been back. So is Winston.
yeah.
But this one is clingier than the other.
Yes. Oh, hi, Lila.
Although the first night when I got back, because I got back late, it was like 11:30, maybe even 11:45 when I got back. So it was like midnight by the time I was in the shower. And I was in the shower, you know, taking care of stuff. And then I hear Winston go, And I look down and he's between the shower curtain liner and the shower curtain and he's just like poking his little head in the shower and he's just like watching me and I'm like, hello,
You're like, hi, bud.
hello, hello there.
Yes, it is me,
'Tis I, your mother. I have returned.
the one who birthed you.
I did.
Hmm.
Yep.
I would say I birthed Mocha, but I adopted Panini.
Yeah. I birthed Winston.
Yeah,
Lila's probably an IVF baby.
she's something. You're funny. You're a
Lila's
funny
no,
girl.
Lila's like the I didn't know I was pregnant. And then she just popped out and had some issues from all the caffeine I had during pregnancy.
Oh, Lila. Little goober eyes. Look at you. I know I had to tell my students on whatever day it was. I'm like, I'm really tired. I'm watching my roommate's dog. She kept waking me up all night. She also peed on the bed. And
Which
they're
is
like,
so weird because she doesn't
she
do
doesn't
that.
do that. Just like, thank goodness. Like, I usually have, I just always call it the dog blanket. I usually have like a blanket that's covering my comforter, and I pull it down at night usually.
Hmm.
Like it's just for during the day, so my comforter is protected when the dogs are in there. Um, but luckily it was the waterproof, like pet blanket. So she mostly peed on that. But I was like, nah, we still have to clean this up because it's water resistant. So it's just like a little pool of piddle. But it's like I had moved on the bed, so it like had kind of scattered. Like I just rolled over and I saw like the light was illuminating little speckles, and I'm like, the fuck is that? And then it took me a moment to be like, that is liquid.
Yeah.
Like that is Lila, did you fall on? She was like squished up against the pillow. Like the blanket is here and the pillow is there, and she's squished up against the pillow. Like, I'm like, what did you do? But she was afraid of my dog stairs. They are literally the same exact stairs
Yeah.
that you have here. But my bed is a little shorter than yours, so I think she was just scared. I don't know.
You're weird, Lila.
It was a strange time. I did throw those stairs away though, because Panini had chewed the ever-loving shit out of every single corner on them,
Yeah.
and they don't really need them. They're both
Hmm.
super athletic, so I did throw those away.
Yeah, that's fine.
I figure because I decided to, like, if I do need at some point for like the weans to get like some sort of a situation, I really
Hmm.
should have a ramp for
Yeah.
them, not stairs. So I was like, it's okay,
Yeah.
because I would want to get something different, or I'd have to get something different if the need arose.
Yeah.
Right now, they're both great and they're fine.
Yeah. Lila just has zero vertical.
Yeah. She got up on the egg chair though, and on the
That's
couch. Like
shocking.
she was great and totally fine at getting up on those. So I was very excited. But that's why I was like, okay, this is okay.
Yeah.
And like I leave Mocha and Panini loose now. So it was great. Every time I checked, they were all just like on the couch.
Good.
So yeah.
You just have a little cuddle puddle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have so much fun?
They got to bark a lot.
You have fun with your weenie cousins? Yeah.
That was so funny. Um,
Good. Yes, she's needy.
she is being very needy. Needy little chucha. Yes.
My father, the last time I was visiting, he said, she's just a little chihuahua. And I said, excuse me? And he said, you don't know about chihuahuas? And I said, I don't like that. He said, he's a chihuahua.
Yes.
She
Oh
is.
my God. She's a chihuahua. A little bit. A little bit. Milk is also a little bit chihuahua.
Yeah,
Panini's the one that everyone asks about. Not chihuahua. No one would ever guess that dog is part chihuahua. But people always ask me what Panini is mixed with or what kind of dog she is. And I'm like, she's literally,
she's the only
she is
non-mutt.
the only non-mutt. Like she is purebred, but she's a wire-haired dachshund and people don't see those very often.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
They
And she's
also,
like fuzzier, like or
yeah,
she looks more schnauzery fur, which
mm,
is kind they're
the same fur.
similar. Yeah.
But people also always think Panini's the older one
Hmm.
because of her beard.
Yeah, because she has like the grandpa looking beard, but
Hmm.
that's breed standard. And it has
Yeah,
white because her fur color is she's like a black and cream brindle.
yeah,
So the cream It's white. People
Yeah.
think it's like gray fur. Like, no.
She's a
She's a
baby.
baby. She's only 2.
Which is crazy.
She's going to be 3.
No.
I know. I hate it. Because I will probably do another build your own panini party because I like that.
Yeah, that's cute.
And it's a funny reason to get together.
Yeah.
A panini party for panini.
Hmm.
Come and build your own.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I should also have a station to build your own like fake dog.
I was
Like
about to
do
say one year we'll really throw people and we'll have like a Build-A-Bear pop up and it'll
yeah,
be like a build your own
dog,
panini.
yeah.
We won't tell anyone.
It'll just
It'll
be
just
there.
be a build your own panini party, and so people will show up expecting sandwiches, and we'll be like, "No, you're building your own panini," as in
The
the
dog.
dog.
It'll be both. Yes.
Right,
Right,
Lila.
Lila. Mm.
Yeah, surround sound.
Yes.
While I was gone in Disney World, it was World Princess Week, which was just perfect timing. Um, but at Disneyland, keep in mind I was at Disney World, they had the princesses do a special concert there, and they filmed it. It's on Disney Plus now, I think.
Mm.
I haven't watched it yet, but I fully expect to love it. But the princesses were busy and working this week because they were in Disneyland to do that on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. But then they flew the next day to Florida because it was Destination D23,
Oh,
and they all were there.
oh my gosh.
I'm like, wow. Yeah, the
Crazy.
princesses were busy. And apparently at Destination D23, Susan Egan sang Mother Knows Best and like pitched herself to be Mother Gothel as the live action. I was like,
Hmm.
you know what I might like better than Cher as Mother Gothel? Susan
Susan
Egan.
Egan.
Because she's done that song for like
Yeah,
4 years now on
I like
Princess Tour.
her.
We've seen her do it twice live,
Hmm.
three
I
times.
enjoy it.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Which that's the thing. I forgot to check. I think they released the dates for next year's D23 Expo, but I didn't, they were like buried in an article and I was
Okay.
maybe driving while trying to look at this. So I didn't figure out what the dates actually were. I think they have released the dates because I already know
We're going.
we're going
We're
all
doing
in.
the three,
We're doing the
yeah.
thing because we should have last time.
And if they do like the Honda Center again, we're getting that.
Yeah, we're just doing
Because
it.
the last time the Princess concert was at the Honda Center, so we didn't get to go. Well, it
Yeah,
also was the one day that we weren't there, but
that's the thing too. I'm like, we just need to go all 3 days and just
we'll do the
do it.
big ticket this time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We should have done. I was all worried about work,
Well,
which is stupid. I just don't care anymore. Oh my gosh. Today in our professional development, they're like asking us, "Oh, what do you do in your classrooms to help support your readers in learning how to summarize?" And I was sitting there and I was like, "Can I leave?" I'm like, I'm just sitting there, like trying to not look like a complete bitch because I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, this is professional development. Like, we're all already teachers. Like, people in this room have been doing this for 20 plus years, and they're asking us, like, how do you, and it's like young people, and they're like, okay, what do you all do in your classrooms to support your, like, your learners in summarizing? How do you scaffold this? And I'm just like, we all went to fucking college to learn how to do this shit and do this every day. Why are we here? And I'm just, anyway, so I was just sitting there like, and someone came over the uh, announcement, like the intercom system to be like, hey, like to tell the student, like, hey, come to the office, like your parent is here to pick you up. And I was like, well, and I was like, can my parent come pick me up? And then they asked us one time too, like we were looking at our, we were looking at our student data. And they're just like, what do you do when you see like your students who are like way below grade level in reading? And my coworker that I like was in there too, and she was just like, quit. And I was like, do not say that. Do not say that to me right now. Like she's not being serious, but I'm just like, eh.
yeah, yeah.
That's my cue. But no, I sat there and I tried to be nice, but
Good
I was
job.
like, this is so dumb. My saving grace was like I liked the people in my group.
Well, there you go.
It's just like, what do you guys do to support? I was like,
I don't beat them. That's what I do.
I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm sitting there and they're telling us like all this stuff. And I was sitting there like thinking about like all the different roles that teachers need to encompass. And I was just like, and they're trying to tell us to use like the testing data that we use to look at where all of our students are at level wise. I'm like, I have 200 students.
Hmm.
I'm like, so you want me? And I was like, you're asking us all to be data analysts right now, which is fine. A lot of us already know how to do this, but I'm also like, that is a singular role for most people.
Hmm.
So not only do we need to be data analysts, we also need to be curriculum designers. We need to design instruction. We need to create materials because we don't have scripted material. We don't have, like, a lot of us don't actually have curriculum.
Hmm.
Like, we have standards, but it's like our responsibility to pull. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, there are too many fucking roles in this job. I'm like, and you're telling us we need to be a data analyst too? With what time?
Yeah.
With what time?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even have time to grade all 200 of my students' shit. Like, I still haven't graded their worksheets from week one. So I had one kid that's like, why do I have a D in here? And I was like, because you didn't even answer your full worksheet that I did grade. You handed in 2 sentences on a full worksheet. I was generous in giving you a 9. Like, I'm like, because I've graded one thing and you got a 9 out of 15.
Right.
You didn't even write sentences. Anyway.
Yeah. My mom is teaching a couple classes at like a co-op school this semester, and she's been like very frustrated this past week because she the technology is not, it's new.
Hmm.
And they're all like virtual classes. So
Oh.
she's having to like build everything from scratch and
Oh no, and she's not a course designer.
no.
Yep. Because that's, again, what's another role? Let's add on top of
Yep.
just beyond what you already need to do.
And
Design a course
yep.
on a learning management system,
Yep.
on a technological platform.
And she was like, I tried to build a template for my PowerPoints so I could reuse it and it didn't work. And she's like, now I have to start over for each like individual lesson. Anyway, and it's just like a learning curve. And I was like trying to be optimistic or, find a silver
Yeah.
lining like I do. Um, and I was like, well, I'm sure like a week from now, once you like have it down, it'll all be fine. And she was like, yeah, but what really sucks is like I only get paid for the hours I actually teach. And I was like, what? She's like, I bet I've spent 50 hours on this so far. And she's like, I'm not getting paid for any of it. And I was like, who negotiated your contract?
Yeah. That's my thing. Like, I don't get paid for working on anything outside of contract hours. So I
Yeah.
just refuse to work on anything outside of
Yeah.
contract hours.
I
And that
yeah.
just, then that's not the norm in this kind of industry. But I just have like committed from the beginning very
Yeah.
strongly to maintaining that boundary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, my priority is to be here on time,
Hmm.
to be fully here when I'm here. And then when contract hours are up,
Clock out.
I'm out of here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving my computer. I'm not bringing it home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not grading at home. I have 2 conference periods. That's when I grade.
Yeah.
If I don't get to it, I'll get to it later. I don't get paid enough
Yeah.
to do all that.
No.
I'm not complaining about my pay. The pay is actually not like horrific. Could be worse. But like, to do all the extra stuff? Mm-mm.
Yeah. No.
No.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of people who don't get paid enough, cast members.
Oh, no.
So Friday was supposed to be our day at Hollywood Studios. And Hollywood Studios has a lot of shows. So I was really wanting to see all of the shows. Specifically, I really wanted to see the new Little Mermaid show that had just opened
Mhm.
recently, and then I wanted to see the new Villains show. And then obviously Fantasmic at night. So we started off because we were staying on property, we got early entry. So we started off with like Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster, the two like longest rides in that park outside of Galaxy's Edge,
Okay.
which we weren't planning to ride any of the Star Wars rides because they're
The same as,
identical.
okay.
The queues are different, but we decided that wasn't worth.
Waiting and
Yeah.
doing them. Yeah.
Um,
For your one day.
exactly. So we got those out of the way, and then we like did a couple other little things. And then we had like a lightning lane for the Slinky Dog coaster in the afternoon. And we were like, okay, we'll do all the shows, which we did try to go to the first Little Mermaid show of the day, but that didn't happen. We don't know why.
Hmm.
And then the second one we couldn't get into or something like that. Like it was full. Um, but then we were like, okay, well, we're gonna hop over to Magic Kingdom because we needed to pick up a couple things, and then we'll come back. So we ran to Magic Kingdom, we picked up what we needed, and then it started raining, which is when I made that TikTok, which now has almost 50,000 views. Um,
Excellent.
uh-huh. Anyway, so it started raining, which in Florida, it rained almost every single day we were there, but it would only rain for like an hour in the afternoon. Yes.
Okay.
Um, and then it would be like done and fine and it would dry quickly because it's Florida. I don't know. Science, weather, meteorology, sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
Um, but anyway, so it rained for like instead of 1 hour, it rained for like 2 hours. And then instead of it clearing up immediately, it just kind of didn't. Um, and so we were leaving Magic Kingdom while it was raining, and we were going to go back to Hollywood Studios. And so we were in line for the monorail for a long time because everyone else was trying to leave because it was raining.
Oh,
Um, and then by the time we got up there, we were literally on the monorail. Like we were standing there ready to go, squished in like sardines on the monorail.
oh my
And
God.
then it just, the doors close, nothing happens. And we're like, okay. Eventually the doors reopen and they come over the intercom and they're like, friends, we're so sorry. We're experiencing technical difficulties. We're going to have to ask everyone to disembark. So Kelly and I were like, um, but luckily, so most people actually stayed on the monorail when we were told to get off. Kelly and I leapt off and like booked it. We were going to go to the Skyliner to try to get back to Hollywood Studios. The Skyliner was also down. So
Oh
we
no.
took a bus
Oh my gosh.
from Magic Kingdom back to Hollywood Studios. So we got there, we got back in the park, and we were gonna go see Little Mermaid, and that show wasn't happening. So we were like, interesting. So we tried to go see Villains, and they were like, nope, that show's canceled too. And we were like, interesting. So then we opened the app, and that's when we see like a CNN notification on Kelly's phone that was like, uh, catastrophe in Disney World, over 40 rides down due to power outage. And we were like, Disney World without power?
Like, why?
Like literally in all of Hollywood Studios, the only rides that were up were Tower of Terror and Midway Mania. Each of those had a 170-minute wait.
Oh my gosh, absolutely not.
We also had already done both of those with our early entry. Like we had knocked out every major line with our early entry. That was our game plan, was to get those over with before the long waits existed so that we could watch shows in the afternoon. But none of the shows were happening. And so we were like, okay. So we just kind of like walked around in stores and like we got to
No.
listen to like a million really angry Karens be really angry really loudly to cast members. And like most of the cast members that were having to deal with this had like the little earning my ears thing. So I'm like, these are
Oh
Disney
no.
college program kids.
These
I'm
poor
like,
kids.
these 40-year-old women are screaming, just reaming, raking these poor 19-year-olds over the coals about how they're ruining the magic and these are the memories they're making for me and blah 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 blah. I've never had such a horrible time at a Disney park in my entire life and these
They
are
can't control the weather, these poor
yeah,
people.
but like people were being vicious.
Oh,
Um and like these children, because let's be real, 19-year-olds, if you're in the Disney college program, you're a child. I'm sorry, you just are.
yeah.
Um they were handling it well. I did see a couple leads like tap people out, and I was like, okay, well. So like we were trying so hard to be like so nice. Like we were not going to be the problem children.
Oh, no.
But we just like kept trying to go see the shows, but each one kept being like, no, that's not happening. And so finally we went to the second to last Little Mermaid show of the night, and the cast members were still out there and they were like, it's still not happening. And so I asked a cast member, I was like, so this was supposed to be like the 7:20 show, and then the very last one of the night would have been the 8 o'clock show. And we haven't eaten because we've been like, if they open these shows, we're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be there.
going.
So we had just been going back and forth between these last two shows we wanted to see. Um, and so finally I asked a cast member, I was like, what's your gut telling you about the 8 o'clock show? And she was just like, if I had to guess, I'd say it's not happening. And I was like, is it the power? And she was like, mm-hmm. She was like, we only have enough generator power to like operate a small portion of the park, and all of that is being diverted to the two rides that are up. Oof. Um, so she was like, I would not expect to see this tonight. So then we went and got dinner. We were able to see a Frozen sing along, so that was nice. We were able to do a thing. Um, but we went and got dinner, which was hard to do because everyone else was
Was
like,
also probably being like,
yeah,
I guess we have to eat.
yeah. So that was hard to do.
Oh no.
But we did eat dinner, and they did have it figured out for Fantasmic that night. So
Okay.
that was good.
Oh, good.
But a lot of the rides, I don't think any other rides ever reopened. And at one point, Midway Mania went down, so the only ride open was Tower of Terror. Um, and
Oh.
people were mad. But I was like holding it together by like a
Like
thread
the thinnest thread of your life.
because I was like, I wanted to see the shows. And I was like, it's fine. I get it. I'm not about to be a problem.
You're like, I can come back.
I'm like, I'm not about to take this out on a child who can't do anything. So I was holding it together, and then people were like, I don't know if Phantasmic's happening. And I was like, Kelly, if Phantasmic doesn't happen, you might see me cry. Luckily, Phantasmic happened. Um, but that was also around the time where we heard that the Disney power grid, because Disney has its own power grid,
Gosh.
um, had been struck by lightning
Oh my gosh.
during that storm. They called it a mini hurricane.
Oh my
Because like the
gosh.
winds were so intense and it was like coming down so hard, I guess it was a mini hurricane. But yeah, the power grid got struck by lightning.
Oh my gosh.
And there also was Mickey's Not So Scary that night. So Magic Kingdom was up and running pretty damn quick because you know they were not about to refund all of that.
No, that's a
Um,
lot.
Animal Kingdom was already closed by that point because they close early.
Right.
Um, or maybe they weren't closed, but like they close at like 6. Um, so like they didn't I feel like that got the least amount of attention. And then I feel like it was like Magic Kingdom took priority, and then I think Epcot was right under that because like that was fairly busy. And then Hollywood Studios, I don't think ever got any attention that night.
Mm.
Um, and then so that was Friday. Saturday was our last day, and we also flew out Saturday evening. So we were not even going to have a full day in Animal Kingdom to begin with. Um, but we were like, all right, so we'll go to Animal Kingdom early as fuck in the morning because I think we could be there at 7 a.m.
Oh wow.
Because Animal Kingdom has weird hours. It's open earliest and closes earliest
Hmm.
because of animals.
Animals.
Um, so we are like, all right, well, that's gonna suck, but we're gonna do it. We're like, we'll like breeze through Animal Kingdom and then try to go see those last two shows and ride Slinky Dog because we also never were able to use our lightning lane. Um, and so we did Animal Kingdom. We got there at 7. I think we left at noon.
Oh my gosh.
So we were like, we did not see all the animals. We easily could have spent a whole day in that park, but we didn't. But we saw the Finding Nemo show. We didn't see the Lion King show, which I kind of wanted to, but like if I had to pick, so I picked Little Mermaid. But we did get to do the safari, which I'd always wanted to do, and that
Yay.
was really cool. And we got to ride all the rides, so that was good. But then before we hopped over, we went to guest services in Animal Kingdom instead of Hollywood Studios because we were like, you know what's going to be a lot less busy here. And I think we waited maybe 5 minutes. And then the cast members that helped us were so nice. As soon as we said we were in Hollywood Studios, they were like, yep, we got you. Um, so they refunded our lightning lanes for that
Oh,
day. And then
good.
they gave us two multi-experience lightning lanes that we could use on
Perfect.
Saturday. So we booked it back over to Hollywood Studios. and we ate lunch, and then we saw Little Mermaid, and then we rode Slinky Dog, and then we had one more lightning lane, but you can't use the lightning lanes on the shows, of course. And so we did Tower of Terror again. We did not get to see the villain show because we had to go to the airport, but that's okay. I'll just have to go back.
Oh,
Yeah. They're opening up like a whole villain world, I think next year.
ooh,
And there's going to be like a dark castle. I think
yeah.
it's kind of to compete with Epic Universe's Dark Universe.
Mm.
Um, yeah, but it should be cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's just
So
crazy that like massive park like that would lose power.
I thought it was interesting because, well, I guess not really. Um, but Universal Studios Hollywood 2 or 3 years ago had a pretty bad power outage, and some people got stuck on Forbidden Journey.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
were in the Whomping Willow, and so they were like suspended kind of upside down for kind of a long time.
Yes.
And then there was a pretty big lawsuit
Yep.
because they were fine, but like it took a minute for them to be fine. I think the funniest thing from that lawsuit was like the couple that was named in it. The husband was like, her being upside down for so long has ruined our relationship because ever since then, she doesn't ever want to have sex. And I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, I think that was just a night out for her friend.
Yeah, like
Um, anyway, but after that happened, Universal um hooked every ride up to its own generator. So it is now like mathematically impossible for Universal to be without power because each ride has its own generator now. Um, and so I thought it was interesting that Disney World
doesn't have something
didn't
like
have
that.
that. And I had that thought pretty immediately after realizing that they were having a power outage. But then I was like, well, but Universal didn't have anything like that until after they got sued for that.
Yeah,
And that was only,
that wasn't that long
it
ago.
was only a couple of years ago.
And that is like a whole process to get set up
Um,
too. So
yeah. So I have a feeling they'll be doing that in the next
hmm.
year or so. Um, yeah, but they didn't have that when I was there. I also thought I was like, of course, like that's never happened before, and it's gonna happen when I'm here.
Like I'm here trying to enjoy myself and look at it.
Just look what happens when I try to have a good time. No, it was fine. Like honestly, it could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
And like we did still have a good time.
good.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, you're scratching. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, Lila.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you had a birthday while I was gone.
Yep, I did.
How was that?
It happened. I'm older now.
Did you get any wisdom?
No.
Okay.
Although someone asked me, it was kind of funny because it came up that I was a teacher, and I
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, I'm a teacher." And the guy was just like, "Oh, do you like that?" And I literally like not even a thought. I was like, "No." Like that's the first time someone outright has been like, "Oh, do you like teaching?" And I was just like, "No."
No.
Like didn't even think about it, just came out and I was like, "Hmm, fascinating." Anyway, but yeah, that was a little moment of clarity there. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, I hate this. All right.
I am here for the money,
Yeah, I'm literally here for the money.
and there's not a lot of it.
No. And they make us sit through bullshit all the time. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, the saving grace is I like the kids.
That is good that you like the kids.
Otherwise, I would have been gone just so many days ago. I think I would have if I didn't like the kids genuinely. I think I would have walked out that one day. I would have just left. Be like, fuck that. Bye. Let me call some people and send in a resignation. But yeah, no, I like the kids.
That's fortunate.
It's very fortunate for us
I
all.
feel like there's a lot of teachers that don't like the kids, and I'm like, then why are
Why
you
are you still
here?
here? I get that a lot. Where like my coworker, well, people will be talking about like students. And I'm just like, genuinely, why the fuck are you still a teacher if you hate kids so
Yeah.
much?
Like that's the main reason I refuse to be a teacher.
Exactly. Because otherwise I'd be like, become a substitute. But like,
No,
no, you would hate it.
I would hate it.
Like, so many levels. But yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, this is
No.
not not it,
Yeah.
right, Lila? She's like, what? What are you talking about? I don't like children either.
Yeah. I don't know that
I actually
Lila's
don't know that
ever.
you've met a child.
Yeah, I don't know that she has either.
Lila, have you met children?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
It's okay, Lila. I don't think you'd like them because I don't really like them. So,
Panini just doesn't like strollers, but I think
mm.
that's just like that's scary. What is this thing on wheels?
I feel like if Lila saw a stroller, she'd be like, "Why am I not in it?"
Yeah, no. Panini doesn't like strollers, skateboards, rolling carts, and everyone always acts like she's the problem when she starts barking at them. And I'm like, you're rolling a strange contraption on wheels, and you think my dog is being weird for barking at it?
Yeah.
She's never seen that shit before.
Yeah.
She doesn't even bark usually. You're the problem here. Just kidding.
I mean, I would argue that you're right. So,
There were so many people out walking, like just walking in my neighborhood after 8 p.m. last night. And I'm like trying to walk the dogs. And I was like, this will be nice and chill. No, it was not nice and chill. I'm like, why is everyone and their mother and their mother's mother out on a walk right now, specifically on this block? Yeah, they barked and barked at like everyone. It's like, this is great.
well, everyone else was waiting for the sun to go down so it would cool off a little bit, probably.
Yeah, I just didn't get home till late.
Yeah.
It's okay. We made it. The dogs did go to the bathroom outside.
Good.
So
Good. That's exciting.
barked a lot, but say la vie. Excuse you.
Yeah. Yeah, Lila barked at my neighbor last night because when I went to take Lila outside, the neighbor was in the backyard and we don't
Like, how dare? What are you doing in my
like
backyard?
genuinely, I'm like, what are you doing in my backyard?
What are you doing out here?
Like nowhere in any of my paperwork does it say that that is a shared space. So like, what are you doing here? I really think she probably walked to the restaurant on the corner through the alley, but I'm like, go around. This is not your exit.
This is not the land.
No.
This is the
And
land.
then like we went out in the backyard so Lila could potty and she was like there coming back with her food and Lila barked at her and she was like annoyed by it and I'm like sorry she's not used to people being in her backyard. Sorry if that's odd. I'm not used to people being in my backyard either. Yeah.
No, she's just doing her job.
Yeah.
Protect.
Yeah. Anyway, um yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh, at Mickey's Not So Scary, which we did while we were in Florida. I was Cinderella and I wore my blue Chelsea Reese dress, which twirls very nicely. And then I
Yes.
had some gloves, and then I had some sparkly shoes.
I noticed you had different shoes.
Yes, I'll remind me to get into that.
Okay.
Um, Yes. So anyway, we were checking in for the event and going to look at the event exclusive merch. And while we were in the little roped off merch section, a cast member walked up to me and she was like, I really like your costume. And I was like, thank you. And she was like, the tiara like really takes it up a notch. And I was like, thanks so much. And then she handed me a button and the button said, I'm celebrating best costume. And I was like,
Oh, I love that.
so I have a
Um,
best costume button. I also built my own tiara
yes.
and
Love
I
that.
wore that to the party. But yes, the shoes. So I had gotten these
Mhm.
shoes from Target in the clearance section. I got these shoes for $6 and they were just white sneakers and the back had silver rhinestones on them. And I was like, perfect, I'll wear those for Cinderella.
Mhm.
And then at the last minute, I decided not to take them because I was like, I don't need to take three pairs of shoes. That's excessive. So those stayed here. But then when we landed, we went straight to Poshmark or Primark.
Primark.
Yep, from the airport. And they had some white sneakers that had rhinestone Mickeys on the sides of them. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
do want those. So then I bought those and then I wore those to the Halloween
Yes.
party. that was not the way to break those in.
Oh,
The blisters that I got were from that day.
oh no.
Um, I still have some of those blisters. Like my blisters have blisters at this point. Literally my little toe was like wrapped up in a band-aid.
Oh no.
Um, they were very cute, but then that did not set me up for success for the rest of the trip. But luckily I had brought blister band-aids, so I was a little prepared. Yeah, they were very cute.
Yeah,
They're not,
because I noticed them and I was like, those are not the shoes you were planning on wearing. I'm
no.
like, and those are new shoes.
Mhm. They were only 20 bucks.
Whoa.
Primark was very cheap.
I have never been to a Primark and I would love to go to one.
That was the first one I'd ever been. Well, that's a lie. I went to one in London, but they didn't have really
As
any
much
Disney
Disney stuff.
stuff.
Okay.
So I don't think I bought anything there. This was
Yeah.
my first time purchasing at a Primark.
Eee.
Um, I'll give you a tour later, but
Okay.
I got a lot of PJs there. So I got those shoes and those were like 20 bucks, which I was like, that's cheap,
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like fairly comfortable. It was just because I broke them
Hadn't
in
worn
that
them. Yeah.
day. Yeah. Um, so I'm sure the rest of their lifespan will be great. But I got they had some Hocus Pocus PJs,
Ooh,
which were like pink. So I
cute.
got some of those, and then I got the same ones for Ari and Anne Marie. Because
Yes.
Anne Marie had kind of mentioned that she would like matching fall roomy PJs. So I thought those were perfect because
Cute.
every cat but Ren in this house has a Hocus Pocus name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I got those for the three of us, and then I got a long Marie set, and
Ooh,
it's white and pink stripes with little bows on it and little
cute.
Maries. And then I got a little set where it's like light pink boxers with bows on them, and then a tank top that has Marie on it. And that was on sale for $7.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I got that.
Mm-hmm.
That might be everything I got at Primark. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so I bought a lot at Primark. I had a good time at Primark. I could have bought a lot more, but I didn't. I did go absolutely crazy. I spent a lot of money on this trip.
What?
I know, crazy, right? So unlike me.
That is so strange and unexpected.
It's not like I'd been planning this trip since I was
Forever.
12.
Yeah, that part. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You just
Yeah.
gotta do the things.
And there were even a couple things that I meant to buy the last day that we just like didn't have time to stop and grab. And I'm still like, I should have got those the other day.
It's okay.
It's fine. I'll just have to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I do see myself being back there in the next 2 years.
All right.
It's not going to be 20 years before my next trip.
No. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
That's too
it was
funny.
fun.
And
Anyway, I think that will bring us to the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.